Guys, so it is time for a nighttime unboxing. I wasn't gonna film this, but yeah, I'm so excited. I can't remember when I've been this excited to get like a box of fragrance oils and candle supplies. So this is, wow, okay. I'm literally a 5-year-old. I have not prepared for this video in any respect. I also have a bunch of random testers just kind of thrown about. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 8 of them. There's probably a good 68 throughout the house of all these oils. So guess who this is from? You guys can guess, but yeah, you guys, I am so excited. I've actually smelled everything in here, I'm pretty sure, because this is stuff that I purchased. I think close to, after my next order, $1,000 into this, and I'm not gonna be selling any of these candles until probably June. Yeah, that's the confidence I have that my customers are gonna be obsessed with these oils. All right, let's get into this BTB order here. I don't even have a box cutter. Hang on, guys. I'm literally like a 5-year-old. I just couldn't wait to start the video, and I almost just broke into the box, but I was like, no, I'm gonna film it so they can actually see this. I'm not doing like a formal video, okay? This is my night activity. So hopefully I don't have food in my teeth either, because I made some dinner and fed my family and didn't really check. So anyways, yeah, I can't even hold this thing. This is 17 pounds, I wanna say, this box, at least that's what it says on the outside. So I'm not gonna flip the camera around or do anything fancy. We're just breaking in. And yeah, I have my pajamas on too. Like, I'm not trying. I just wanted to show you guys what I'm up to, because I feel like just hanging out with you all. All right, so what did I order? Should I look at the packing slip? No, let's not. Okay. Oh, I forgot I bought this. Okay, guys, so this, I'm gonna shake the whole tripod more than likely, but this is the Lumberjack. If you wanna not, if you wanna not throw away your flannel fragrance bottle, then don't consider this. I thought flannel was good. Like, I have 2 bottles of flannel. All right. I'm gonna just have to set this down. Okay, here we go. Lumberjack. Now, this one did fail its test burn. I wonder if I have it up here. I'll be showing it on a future video. By the way, I'm not counting this as one of my videos. This is my shenanigans. You guys, this is my shenanigans. This does not count as one of your videos. Yeah. Okay, so he failed his test on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th burn. Reason being, can you guys tell? Well, just look at the jar. So this was with the 2 2 Premier 745s. So I made a big mistake. And by the way, this is not, I also didn't like, I'm not scripting or doing this in any sort of order. I just literally want to talk to you guys. Like, no one, my family and friends don't want to talk to me about this stuff. I have several local maker friends, but like, they come over and have wine every so often, but I am so bad. Like, I never want to stop with candle stuff. I don't know what it is with me, but I am just, so I need a lot of different outlets. But anyways, yeah, so the flaming candle, I either use Premier wicks from the flaming candle or from Aztec. And I'm not saying that this was their fault or this was Wade's fault, because what happened was I made a bunch of candles in my last test video with some of those Premier wicks, and the 745s were wicking really well. And I can't remember if I used them from Flaming Candle or from Aztec. I had a bag of 745s from each, and I was only using 745s. Like, there was no chance that I got them mixed up with some other size. But then when I used the 745s I bought from Black Tie Barn, they were, it seemed like they were several sizes bigger. So I was just like, you know what? I only had like a couple bags of them anyways. Well, not really. I had a couple bags of that size. I probably had a couple thousand Premier wicks in total from Flaming Candle or Aztec, but I'm gonna just pitch them because I just want to stick with one supplier just because I want to minimize the number of variables, especially because the Premier wicks are a new series for me. I've probably only made, well, I was gonna say 50 candles with 6006 in Premier wicks, but at this point it's probably like 100 because of all the testers I've been doing in the last like 3 weeks. Okay, so yeah, anyways, this one did fail, but we're gonna retry it. I'm probably gonna retry this one with the Black Tie Barn. We'll probably start with 2 Premier 730s, and we're using 6006 and 8.5% fragrance. Okay, that was really long-winded. Where did my bottle go? Oh, here it is. Okay, I just gotta smell this. Yeah. Okay, guys, I don't know. It's flannel on steroids. I think I reviewed that fragrance. If you go on Black Tie Barn's website, by the way, guys, I've never reviewed any fragrances in my life, but these are so just good. I was like, I'm gonna have to leave some reviews. So I think I put like, hello flannel, or sorry, hello lumberjack, or I can't even talk. Goodbye flannel, hello lumberjack. Yeah, if you wanna not throw out your bottle of flannel, don't buy lumberjack. Anyways, guys, that is that one. And then I'm gonna put the box up on the table so you can actually see what I'm doing here. All right. This is the Marinaro. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I don't think I wanna have this in my line, but I do think I wanna have it like a limited edition. So I'll do that a lot of the time. I'll get like one bottle. I know this is so awkward, but you're gonna have to just deal with it. I'll just get like one bottle and then I will do like a limited edition batch. You know what I'm saying? So I'll get like a special vessel. Usually I'll make the vessel out of concrete and then I will do that candle in a limited edition. So it will only have, once the bottle's gone, then I'll probably never bring back the fragrance. And customers go crazy over that kind of stuff. Yes, it's more work on your part because you have to do all the same wick testing and everything, but it's just fun. People love that. So that's probably what I'm gonna do with this one. This one reminds me of, if you liked Cahiers 23 by 1617, this scent is like the daytime version. Okay, what else did we get? Oh, I'm so in love with the Graveyard. You guys already know I love anything that smells like potting soil and dirt, but this is more than dirt. This is like inspired dirt. You guys, this is a niche fragrance though. A lot of you, sorry, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just, I know this is so awkward. I'm just really excited. So hopefully you guys can forgive me. Like I do actually know my stuff and I can be very serious, but okay. So this is a niche fragrance oil. This is like, you're either gonna like it or you're not, I feel like. I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually had several family members over and I had them smell this fragrance oil because I was so inspired by it. If you go on to the website on Black Tie Barn, I think you'll see my review if Wade didn't like take it down or something. I don't think he takes down reviews, but it says like this really long-winded review on the Graveyard just because I find this fragrance so inspirational. God, you could brand it in a million ways too. Like you could just call it the Greenhouse, or I'm gonna call mine the Cobblestone Street because I'm gonna rename all of these fragrance oils. I don't wanna use any of his names, even though I think they're so good just how they are that it's so tempting. I don't wanna do that. Yeah, so anyways, guys, oh, what I was gonna say is I had several family members over and I had them smell this when I got my first 16-ounce bottle. This is my second order because obviously he sent me the samples like for a review, but then I went back and ordered once and then this is the second time. But yeah, my family members that smelled it were like, why do you like that? And I was like, how can you not? It is a niche oil though. I do understand that, and I do understand that it's not for everybody. So anyways, that is the graveyard. Next. Oh, I hate this oil. I'm so tired of this oil. This is the Cristal de France, or however you pronounce that. I don't even want to do this to myself. I used to like this oil. I've had so many customers want this back. So I had a candle that I called Reverie, and I had it in these periwinkle vessels. It wasn't even that good of a looking candle. This was a couple years ago. My candles have gotten better looking since then. I'll try to put a little picture up for you on the screen. But this oil was the one that I used in that fragrance. Not the Black Tie Barn version. I used the Simbi version. And it was really light. Like, it had a lot of trouble with throw. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have not tested this fragrance out yet. I just bought a 16-ounce bottle. I know I told you guys I wasn't gonna do that anymore. I did that during the pandemic, during a couple really, really crazy years for my business, when I literally could not keep up with orders, and I would just, stuff that I thought I would like, I would just buy 16-ounce bottles instead of the samplers. And then if I didn't like it, I would just pitch it like hazardous waste, or I would offer it to friends and then do that basically, which I'm not proud of that. But you guys, these oils, they do not disappoint. Like, when you get these and you smell them out of the bottle, some of them, like if you watch back my review videos, you will see I was like, oh yeah, this is really light out of the bottle. I'm gonna make this into a candle and test it and really see, because I'm gonna put Wade to the test on this. And I don't think one thing has disappointed me in terms of the hot throw. I don't think one thing has. And I'm only using 8.5% fragrance strength. So I'm using 6006 wax though, I will say that, but like, I'm not using 10% fragrance. And I know some people will say like, you don't have to use 10%, that's overkill. That is not necessary, you know, whatever. I do think that using 10% fragrance, I can tell you, because I made a lot of candles side by side, with some waxes it does work better. But with these fragrance oils, like, I don't know, I can't speak for them with different waxes because I've only tested them with 6006, but I just have not yet been let down by one oil. Okay. Sorry guys, that was really serious. All right. What else do we have in this box? Oh, the Pier. Okay, why doesn't the Pier do better? So I don't look at the website like before my review videos, but when I was like, because I went on there. If you go on the website on Black Tie Barn, you'll see where it says Alan Young. Those are my reviews. And I wrote like a story for this one because it moved me. This fragrance is a love story, but not just a love story. It's a love story that starts like when you're teenagers, but transcends time and goes until like your life is almost over. It's so beautiful. Like, this fragrance makes me want to cry. I don't know what it is about this one, but why does it only have like 10 reviews or 11 or something and 4.5 stars? Like, you guys, this fragrance, you need to check it out. Mine actually already passed its first burn. I burned one all the way down in one of these vessels. First run it passed. Actually used 2 HTP 52s with this one, which is kind of my baseline for that wick. But I am getting more into the Premier series. This fragrance is so special. It's so underrated. Anyways, I think this is my 3rd bottle of this. I'm gonna actually order a couple more too tonight, I think, on the website. Okay, anyways. What else do we have? Oh my God, okay, guys, this one. So, this is a fragrance that I kid you not, I had on my review video, and I was like, oh, it's so light out of the bottle. I like it, but I'm not getting very much of it. Like, it's light. And Oh my God, I just whacked myself like with a lot of oil. Yeah, it's really light. I promise you, in a candle, it is not. I think I said in my last video, I gave this one a 4 out of 5 review, or for Hot Throw. This fragrance, I think I would say, is more like a 4.5 out of 5, depending on how you wick it. But oh my God, you guys, this fragrance is like, I think I'm gonna be naming it the Burgundy Bonsai, because it reminds me of, like, if you were to look at like, oh, it's very much like how this name is, the Cedars of Lebanon. Like if you were to look at like a forest where they have, if you know what a bonsai is, it's like a Japanese, very tailored type of a tree, and they almost look enchanted and a little bit whimsical and magical. Like you would have them almost in a fairy type of a forest, or in something that's like really peaceful and meditative. But then you combine that with like a touch of burgundy lipstick or something, and it's just a recipe for enchantment and nature. It reminds me of like a kaleidoscope, just of nature and enchantment. Oh, this fragrance is so good. It smells like you took Fahrenheit by Dior and you wore it down for a few hours. And then you combine that with burgundy lipstick and a verdant dosing of nature and forest. But not just forest. This one is like forest lore. Like this will tell you a tale from the forest. And it is a magical, just enchanted fragrance oil. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I'm just making a mess too. Don't even look at the side. This is not one of my regular videos. Okay, we got another bottle of the Pier. I'm not gonna smell this again. This fragrance, every time I smell it though, it makes me want to cry. Not in a bad way, but this fragrance is so moving. Like this will, it's a love story, but it's not like a love story in like a sense of attraction. And it is that, but it's like a continual falling in love with life. It's so special. Okay, anyways, I want to wear this too. Like I really, really, really want to wear this. I want my clothes to smell like this. Ah, you guys, I can't handle that. There's something about fragrance that certain scents, you can have a special relationship with them. Like the Pier for me is that it reminds me of like denim, like dark navy blue denim. But then you get this like zested lemon to it. And then this kind of like spunky melon character to it. But it doesn't smell like that. It's just like embedded in the fragrance. But it has like this clean, almost a version of flannel, but I was gonna say a Pier version of flannel, but like you're walking on the pier and you're with that person that you really love, that you met when you were in high school, and it still feels like the day you first met them, but you've been together for 60 years. Okay, we have another bottle of the Graveyard. This fragrance has to be one of the most inspiring oils I've ever smelled, and I'm not gonna do it again. Like I'm not gonna go into it again, but it makes my hands like shake when I smell it. Okay, guys, I gotta stop. Oh my God, guys, this is my number one. This is my number one. Okay, this fragrance right here is the most underrated, I think, of all the oils. Well, I can't really say that because I've only smelled 22 of them. I'm gonna get all of them. I want all 70 or however many there are. Like I want to smell every single one. Oh my gosh. I messaged Wade and I was like, I really want all the oils. I don't care if I have to buy some of them. Like, if you are not able to send me samples for a review on the channel, I want to purchase all of them, like the 2-ounce size, to be able to smell. And he was like, well, what if you don't like some of them? Like, you really liked all the ones that you had on your videos. And I was like, I don't care. I just want them. Anyways, this is the Sacred Fog. Guys, this is the most underrated black tie barn fragrance oil of all time. Of all time. This fragrance is as sacred. It's as illegal as it is sacred. The hot throw on this is outrageous. Outrageous. It barely smells like anything. Well, no. Out of the bottle, the cap barely smells like anything. I should be smelling them on the bladder strip. Again, this is not formal. And you guys know I've already smelled these and made testers out of all these scents before. And I'm gonna actually have another video of more like refining my testing, because again, I was just doing a lot with the Premier series as my first time with that wick series, really working with it. And the first time ever really working with it in these containers. I hadn't made any candles with the Premier series in this particular vessel. You guys, this fragrance, this is like if you were in the Himalayas and you were sitting on a rock that was overlooking a pond, and there's like this beautiful vista of mountains in the distance and like a slight mist in the air. And you're shifting your gaze between the mountains and the mist and the pond. And suddenly your whole life just becomes clear. That is the sacred fog. I think I'm gonna call mine the calm. Now, if you watch my last video, I'm pretty sure in my testing footage, I put up the names, like I put / after the names of the black tie barn fragrance, so that way you could know what the oil was, as well as what I was testing it with and what I'm planning on calling it. Anyways, guys, this is forever my #1. It's so ridiculously, it's just ridiculous with the hot throw. I could smell this through my house. You should not be able to smell a fragrance like this through your house. This is a very base heavy fragrance. It has a true Palo Santo note. I know it's not in there. I'm telling you it's in there. Like, I'm telling you. And also, this fragrance oil is everything I wanted from Kathmandu and didn't get. That's why I had to use Kathmandu as a blender, because it didn't throw. Anyways, okay. We gotta get through this, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm just taking way too long. I think there's still more in here. Okay, another bottle of the Sacred Fog. Yeah. I don't even care if one customer buys that fragrance. I will just burn those candles through my whole house. Just... But you don't even need to, because one candle will like fill a floor if you wick it right. Anyways, we have another bottle of this one, the Cedars of Lebanon. Alright guys, I'm so sorry. I am wasting so much of your time with this. Yeah, these are just Premier wicks. Got a couple packs. I need to get like a larger quantity, but we got some 745s. Oh, 750s. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with those. Another pack of 745s. I think. Oh, there's still. All right. I did get a good number of wicks in here. Another pack of 745s. And then I got 2 packs of 740s. I didn't realize I bought this many wicks. Okay, well that's good. But I'm still gonna probably go on and order probably like 500 of my most popular sizes tonight, just because I wanna make sure that I have a good stock of these, because I do feel like I'm gonna be doing a lot with these wicks. I really like how precise you can get with them and how they barely even smoke at all. I actually like the look of the HTP wicks better, because they have that kind of flat braided look where you can see like the woven, it's the paper filament in the wick, and it has kind of more of a brown color to it. But these, like, they're not bad. They're just white. They're textile grade cotton, and they don't have a paper filament, so that's also why they don't burn quite as hot as the HTP wicks. But once you burn the candle like a time or two, you're not gonna even see a difference. So that's the thing. We got some 735s, 745s, another bag of 735s. All right. Yeah, and the rest is just more wicks. 750s and 740s. All right, guys, that is all for this one. Thanks for watching and putting up with all this. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to post this video because I don't even know if I don't have food all over my face. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Happy candle making.